Hey guys, Matt Nice here, and today I am back with the RWBY podcast after, I think, about a year from not doing it since the end of Volume 6. And today I am joined by Laced with Panic and Dr. Oobleck to talk about Qrow and Clover and their semblances of misfortune and fortune and all the character stuff. You guys can unmute yourselves now.
Thank God, finally.
I am way too tired for this.
Well, get your coffee.
Yeah, get your coffee up, Dr. Black. You're supposed to be the most energetic character in all of RWBY.
Seen you in RWBY chibi, man. You drink too much coffee.
So yeah, before we talk about Qrow and Clover, I keep messing that up. What I want to do is a RWBY OC generator, because in the other podcast I did an OC generator for RWBY, but this one is a much more descriptive version of that one. So it actually, rather than just telling you what you are you good, lawful, and who your friend / crush / enemy is. This one actually gives you, a somewhat story. So, I've got mine ready to mention.
I got mine too.
I can't use mine because my phone decides to disable my keyboard because it doesn't trust the website.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened for me too. So I just manually typed it into Google, and I found the correct one. I just typed in RWBY.
Yeah, it's a lot better to just go to Google and type it in. So I'm gonna go first with my one, and I got human. I'm a human. Woohoo! Description. For the description, I have indigo eyes apparently, and grey curly hair. My outfit is Raver style, coloured yellow and silver. I grew up in the Kingdom of Vacuo and trained at Shade Academy. Personally, I would, Shade is the one academy I would choose because they don't wear school uniforms. You joined a team of huntsmen / huntresses, but parted ways with your teammates following a falling out. I discovered my semblance was audio manifestation. Your abilities and outfit both have a lightning motif. My weapon is a yellow and steel blue pair of machine guns that can combine to form a staff, and my fine style focuses on giving everything I've got.
RWBY has the weirdest weapons out of any show I've ever watched in my life.
Personally, machine guns that combine to form a staff is not that bad. If I can still use the machine guns while it's in the staff form, that would just be epic. I can just shoot everyone while spinning it around.
RWBY uses the gun in her sight while it's still sight, but I'm pretty sure you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine. I'm not putting mine in. Species, sheep faunus. Okay, so I have sheep ears like that one girl. Description:
Yeah.
You have gray eyes and your silver hair with fuchsia streaks in shoulder length. Your outfit is biker style, colored fuchsia and gray. Your faunish trait is sheep horns. Oh god. You grew up in Managary before leaving home. Oh, I'm also going to Shade Academy.
Hey! Hopefully I'll see you there.
Huntsman/hunter. And found you were on the same team as your sibling/childhood friend. Oh, okay, so.
Aww.
Discovered your semblance was light manipulation. Your abilities and outfit both have a gear motif. Your weapon is a fuchsia and black cannon with an integrated light dust cylinder. Your fighting style focuses on refined and measured form. So I have a cannon.
That is pretty cool.
That is so cool. I get a cannon.
I'm interested in your in that, what was it, light something?
I'm reading it. It says light dust cylinder. So I think there's like a cylinder with dust in it or something.
No, but earlier it said what your semblance was.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Alright then, that's mine. Oh god.
Like, my semblance is audio manifestation, which is very interesting.
Yeah, mine seems pretty good.
Let's hear it.
Like, okay. Species, human.
Hey, human bro!
I'm the only one here, dang.
Black eyes with lime green long hair. My outfit's like a formal style with lime green and grey.
Formal style?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like a fancy dress. A fancy dress.
I know word.
Grew up in Mistral before leaving home to train in Atlas Academy. Joined a team of huntsmen and huntresses, and will always remember the time of being a team. My semblance is ice manipulation.
Ice manipulation. Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't sound cool.
Cool.
It actually does.
Oh god, you're Elsa. You're Elsa.
With a
The girl never bothered me anyway.
my weapons. A lime green and white throwable hammer cross with a revolver. So I don't get a different style of weapon each time.
Wow.
I find it weird that
I just get two weapons.
So wait.
My fighting style is all attack, no defense.
Wow.
What the heck? That sounds awful.
All attack, no defense.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Lace of Panic, I was asking about your what your semblance was, not your weapon. Because I know it was light something.
It was light manipulation. I don't know what it does.
That is actually pretty. That is actually one of the most powerful semblances. Because basically, what that's saying is you can bend light.
Make light even brighter.
That as well. You can make light dimmer.
So I'm a flashlight?
You're
I'd probably be used as a flashlight. That would be so helpful during a blackout.
yeah. You are a flashlight. Plus also the fact, but you can't. The problem is you can't create light.
Oh.
Like, so if there was like a candle or that was a light, then you can create light.
Okay, wait, what if I got, like, all my light from... Would that be, like, really powerful and kill someone? Or, like...
What was that?
It's the sun. If I got light from the sun, that's, like, the most powerful thing I can get. Would that kill someone if I used it?
Depends on how you use it and all that.
I don't know why I would ever need to use the power of the sun, but okay.
Because also technically, science has proven that they can make objects made of light, so you could actually manipulate light into objects that are physical objects.
Oh, that's cool.
Just imagine that though, like that semblance would be OP if you didn't have a weapon and then you could just make a weapon from light.
I could just carry a flashlight with me all around time, and I could just use it.
What's with my obsession of green?
I do not know. I have to question your formal wear, bro.
Ice manipulation, you have lime green. That's a not match.
I got grey hair.
You
I
people
also
got...
have gray hair. You're not special.
I
No,
got
my
lime
character
green
got grey hair. You got silver hair, didn't you? Or like,
Oh no, I got silver with like a streak.
yeah,
Fuchsia.
fuchsia streaks, yeah.
That should be interesting.
I got grey curly hair.
Sheep horns.
My character looks like they're in their old ages while also looking young.
Dang.
My character looks like it's going through a phase.
Anyway, we've spent 12 minutes, we've spent 12 minutes just talking about what we've got in the OC generators. Let's get to talking about Qrow and Clover.
Okay.
Which character do you want to start with first, guys? The newer
I
one,
feel like it'd be
Clover.
I feel like it'd be easier to cover Clover, so let's just get into that.
Yeah, already technically covered Qrow in a previous podcast, but there's more to talk about him down the line. So yeah, let's start with Clover. First of all, what are your opinions of Clover?
I don't really have any bad opinions of him. If I'm gonna be honest, I did like that he was like kind of opposite of Qrow. I'm gonna say this now, and no one blame me for this, but I swear to God, he was so gay for Qrow. That's not a joke. I swear to God. No one blame me for this. Knowing the fandoms, they're gonna ship them. So I'm just saying this now.
They already did.
Oh no.
What about you, Dr. Oobleck? What do you think of his character?
I just think of his character as like a man that just has to do a job. He has always the mission first. Never think of anything else.
Oh god, that reminds me of like a different person from a different show that I will not bring up because that show is utter garbage.
I will say my view of Clover at this point is a bit skewiff because I've been sitting for Volume 7 as a bit of a side project to post on Amino. But him and the Aesops make way too many puns based on their names. I am gonna outright say I don't like the puns. Just ruin the characters for me.
They make more puns than Yang, and it's like kind of.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird.
Literally though,
It
like
wasn't bad.
I am literally considering doing a bonus round for bad puns in Volume 7. That's how many there is.
My God. There's a lot of them, like, honestly.
I legit nearly couldn't sit through Volume 7 knowing there was so many puns.
I, like, got into it, and I, like, watched it. I was like, oh, that's a pun. And then, like, literally, I was, like, almost halfway through it. I'm just, like, waiting for Yang to say, need a hand, and takes off her arm. That's how predictable the puns were.
The interesting part with Yang is that her arm is like, it's not just one piece anymore. It's like, it's multiple pieces now that can separate.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why would you need that?
Because she can make fun. A bit off topic.
Yeah, we are getting off topic. I don't like Clover because of all the puns that he makes. Especially when it's just the one pun around luck.
That's not the fault. Okay, quick side note. This does not relate to Clover, but I just wanted to discuss this because I feel like we should address this. So we actually saw Weiss's mom for the first time, and something I'm realizing, all of the family members have the same hair color, eye color, and skin color, which I find is kind of weird because usually in a family there'd be one person with at least like different looking eyes, but they all have the same eye color and skin color.
That is supposed to be intentional because it's like, you know, like with Harry Potter, how there's like pure breeds and half breeds and all that, like muggles.
Yeah, I get it, but looking at Yang's parents, like Taeyang and like Raven, you can see clearly how like their differences make Yang into a person. But like with like Weiss, it just looks like the same, and I just thought that was weird.
Yeah.
And the first thought in my mind was incest for some reason, so. Think about it. Think about it for 1 second.
I honestly can't wait to getting to Sin Chapter 7, because that is the one chapter that made me hate Bumblebee.
Oh my god.
Doesn't all the community already hate that?
Chapter 7. Well, like, the community ships it so much, I think the writers just eventually gave up.
Yeah.
So, maybe the writers are trying to ship. You know, the ship's not that good by putting in these unnecessary bits that no one needs.
No, it's more like the fact that they had the two of them alone, and yet they're talking about the mission. I'm like, thanks. Especially the type of music that's in the background, because it's the intro music to the volume, or like to each episode. I'm just like, yes, you ruined it for me.
It's like, I don't remember which episode this was. I think this was episode 2 or 3 when they're like, when they got their new outfits and like when Blake cut her hair and everything. When Yang and Blake were just like complimenting each other and blushing, I'm like, okay, I get it. They're a couple. Let's move on.
We don't need to see this. Let's continue the train.
Yeah, we are getting off track. So yeah, Clover's character is basically like, if he was to survive through Volume 7, he is basically the character that's like, I am the person that can circumnavigate all your problems. Basically.
Kind of like the moral compass of Volume 7.
Yeah. Well, more like it's like solver of all problems without having to do anything. Like, having
Yeah, I
a
guess
character
you're right
that has good luck is basically like, why not have that character go with them and basically have good luck all the time?
I don't know. It was kind of weird for me to have like one character who has misfortune as a semblance, and then one person who has good luck semblance, and then just have them be best friends, and then just kill off the character through the first season. I thought that was weird to just add him in, kind of like they added him in for the last minute just for plot.
For drama.
Yeah. But what I think it is, they added him in and then they realized, oh, he could basically be the person that's just like, you got a problem? Not anymore. Like, the solve all problems button. And they had to kill him off.
Just waiting for the...
I think like he was meant to be a stepping stone for Qrow somehow, but they killed him off so quickly. I don't think that can happen anymore.
Yeah, that's what I made a theory about Qrow and Clover. But I thought their semblances were good luck and bad luck, not fortune and misfortune.
They're kind of easy to confuse.
Yeah. But yeah,
Clover's not like
you go.
Clover's not like a bad character. He's just a character who doesn't really do anything in the series except serve as a fill-in character to add dramatic tension to the plot. Other than that, he doesn't really do anything else. Except make the shippers go wild. And that's it.
Like, I am literally, like, another thing I'm gonna just do with Sinning Volume 7 is whenever something lucky happens and he happens to be in the scene, I'm literally just gonna be like, I'm just gonna sin it. Just like, because I'm writing the time codes as well, so that when I post on them, you know, everyone can go and actually see where the sin came from from the video, from the episode. And if it's just a time code, if it just has a time code, it's just like, yeah, something with Clover just happens, and it's just like, yep, I'm just gonna ding it. I'm just gonna sin it and walk away.
Other than being Crow's like best friend and like the moral compass of the series, he's not really useful in any way possible. It's for like taking down I forgot how to say his name, the one scorpion guy.
Tyrion.
And then he died by the scorpion guy.
Someone's watching Get Smart in the background.
Oh shit. I'll mute my mic.
Yeah. Busted.
He doesn't really do anything, and that's kind of the problem here.
Yeah. I feel like he does do quite a fair bit, though. Like, story-wise, I feel like he, like, does some things. But he does do that much.
I have a feeling he had potential.
Yeah.
But then the writers just killed him off.
I feel like his and Qrow's relationship could have like bloomed and like taught Qrow to be like a better person or something. But they killed him off so quickly that we can't have that happening anymore. If I'm gonna be honest, out of all the people I thought would be killed off in this series, I thought it would have been Robin Hill, but they kept her alive
Not Nora?
for some reason.
Not Nora at all? Redheads done and red.
Okay, maybe Nora. I was expecting it, but it never happened, so I just gave up. Well,
Oh my
Penny
god.
or Nora was gonna go this season. I was so sure. RWBY just has a thing for killing off redheads, like honestly.
When I hear Penny say it's gonna be like Beacon again, I was like,
No.
are starting.
So the school's gonna blow up.
Nah, it's just Sailor's gonna rock up on a giant, like, dragon, like, whatever it is. She's just like,
It's gonna be like Beacon again. Brutally murdered.
yeah,
It's gonna be like Beacon again, where someone's brutally murdered.
yeah. First time it was her and Pyrrha, and then it was Clover this time.
Clover. And Oscar almost died. That was the thing.
Well, good thing his aura actually saved him.
RWBY kind of has like this on and off thing with characters dying. And
Dying, but not dying.
Like with Weiss in Volume 5.
Yep.
Oh god. Cinder, Weiss, and Penny didn't die. And they're still alive. Somehow. However, it works.
Yeah, Jordan had an easy swing at Cinder. Could have easily killed her.
I would not even be surprised if for some reason Clover came back for plot convenience.
His luck came into effect.
His luck.
Didn't hit him.
I mean, I feel like, but in all honesty, there's probably more of a chance of Clover coming back to the series than him not, because I feel like it's just weird to like add that character in for one season and never see him again. Because even though characters come for one season, we still see them again. We can see this with Neon and the trumpet guy in Volume 7. They came back.
Oh my gosh.
Once.
I will say that going back to the fact that I'm sitting RWBY, it made me hate Neon even more than the fact that she's a meme character.
I know why you hate her.
Why?
Very simple to see.
Is it because of that thing you're doing? That story?
No, not really. Like, I am annoyed with that story, how she is alive, but it doesn't really impact the story that much that I'd have to rewrite a lot of it.
If the character doesn't really impact the story in any way, there's less. But then Clover actually impacted Qrow's personality a bit. There's more of a chance of him coming back. Semblance is good luck, so I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow rose from the dead, or just didn't die,
Or didn't hit a vital organ?
or didn't die.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it hit multiple vital organs.
Yeah.
I mean, they stabbed him in the stomach. You can get stabbed multiple times, but not die. That's a scientific fact.
Yeah, but could you survive getting your stomach split in half?
Okay, well, no. That's a thing you can't come back.
And also your intestines, and possibly your lungs, and possibly your heart, because your heart is not actually on one side, it's more towards the middle, surprisingly.
Well, I mean, Silver... Okay, Cinder lost her arm, fell off a cliff, and, like, got blasted with silver eyes. Somehow she's still alive and well. so I would not even be surprised if like Clover came out with like some robotic torso or something.
Just doing ironwood.
Clover Terminator.
Clover.exe.
Easy way to kill Clover again. Just send a virus.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Terminator, the Clover thing. No. Clover the Terminator. That's a thing I would definitely love to see.
But yeah, since we're talking about the final scene, I want to get your opinions. What do you think actually happened in that scene in terms of their semblances having an effect on each other?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I honestly don't even know how I'm supposed to sum this up because Qrow's thing is misfortune and Clover's thing is like good luck. So I think Qrow's misfortune was Clover dying, or like what I'm thinking, almost dying. I don't know what Clover's good luck is in the situation. My guess is him somehow living through this.
I personally think that Clover's why did I say Clover's? I mean Qrow's misfortune did not have was not the reason why Clover died. I think it's just the fact that Tyrion was there and he stabbed Clover.
From what I saw, it doesn't really tell if like you can't really tell if like Clover actually died or not. From Qrow screaming, it looks like he did, but we actually never really know. Because he could just like be sleeping and Qrow just didn't check his pulse or something because he's stupid.
How can you sleep when you get a sword stabbed straight through you?
I don't know, man. Okay, don't question me.
Nah, I'm pretty sure Clover is dead.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I feel like he's gonna make a comeback. I don't know why. I just...
Nah, his comeback is going to be a ghost.
If that's good. If we're gonna do that, why don't we just bring Ghost Roman back?
Oh my god.
Nah. Roman is hanging out in Beacon causing trouble still.
As long as this is happening, why don't we bring out the Grim Pira theory? Because she's definitely
Oh my god, don't bring up Hera. Do not bring up Hera. I personally hate the fact that they still referenced Pyrrha's character in Volume 7. I'm like, you wrapped it up in Volume 6. Don't bring it up in Volume 7.
It was even weirder in Volume 6 when, like, that lady who sounds and looks exactly like Pyrrha, but with short hair and glasses, came up and talked to John. If I was John, I would have been freaking out.
Like, is the ghost coming back to haunt me?
Can I just say something? I went through the credits for that one episode, or like at the very end, and it is the same voice actor for Pyrrha that did that voice.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm just
probably confirmed.
I'm just remembering the story I got laid out, and my story is gonna ruin John so hard.
I mean, I kind of felt like Pyrrha needed to die in order for John to, like, actually become his own person, so...
Ever heard of the hero journey? Ever heard of the hero journey thing?
Oh, no.
How you make a perfect hero?
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
God.
basically John's.
Stop. Oh, God. Top 10 anime deaths. Top 10 saddest deaths.
But yeah, like
It's kind of weird that we're all, like, over...
the story that I've got laid out for the crossover makes John's story way worse.
Oh god.
He doesn't. I feel like he doesn't get a good part in the story. John's just going through hell right now.
And I'm putting him through more hell for the sake of killing a bunch of characters.
Poor John. He can't do
You
anything
evil.
the way he should.
You evil
That-
person, you're playing God.
How dare you?
Well, actually, technically I did, but through the usage of a character that is actually a god. So technically, yes, I did play God.
Oh. Your profile picture is both of the gods in RWBY, so I'm not even surprised.
Oh, you know what makes it even worse? I don't discriminate about age. I don't discriminate against age at all.
Oh God.
So, Clover, let's confirm he's probably dead by now.
Yeah,
He is dead.
he is dead.
Probably is dead. He's dead. Unless for some reason RWBY decides, you know what, let's bring him back from the random.
Unless RWBY decides time travel.
Time travel!
Back to the Future place.
Bidididi.
RWBY turned into Back to the Future. But we need to stop. Okay, this got way off topic.
We are making so many references to other things that are way better than RWBY.
Even you admit.
Yeah. I will admit that there are things better than RWBY. Like, there's a lot of animes I've watched that are better than RWBY. A lot of movies I've watched that are better than RWBY. TV shows that are better than RWBY as well.
Better than RWBY in general.
Yeah.
Like, I can say I like other shows. It doesn't mean it's not good, it just means it's not one of my favorites.
Like, I don't watch many animations, so technically it is my favorite animation.
I watch
It's the only.
which are just animations, so yeah, anime, I guess.
Anime and animations are different.
They're both really different topics that I am not going into, but I feel like we should. I'm not technically sure if RWBY is completely an anime or just an animation. So,
Animation.
kind of
Technically, it is classified as a Western anime, which is Western in terms of the fact that it's America that makes it, not Japan.
It's on Crunchyroll, so everything on Crunchyroll is in fact an anime, so you could technically consider it one. But still,
I did just say that.
RWBY like is off the line. RWBY is like on the line in the middle, where like it goes where you can cross to anime or animation, and RWBY blurs that line so much that you can't tell what's the difference anymore.
I feel like it should just personally just consider itself an anime because there are moments in the later volumes where it's just like full-on anime moment. And it's just
There's
like
a lot of anime. No,
even like Ruby Rose looks like a character that would be in an anime with her hairstyle.
a lot of the characters.
I love characters. Look at Ubek's hair.
Yeah, if your characters don't have anime hair, it is not an anime. Let's just confirm that.
Anyways, let's move on to Qrow and his misfortune.
Oh boy, we're moving into this topic. Okay.
Okay,
He's a lucky dude.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So I looked back when Qrow first had his misfortune revealed. I looked back on the later series, like season 2, and saw all the misfortunes until then. And I'm like, how did no one tell me this before? how did no one know?
I felt like it would have been better if everyone did know.
I personally enjoy the fact that it wasn't really well known until, like, wasn't it like Volume 4 when it was revealed?
Yes. Yes. It was Volume 4.
Like, personally, I like to believe that it's not as clear cut as misfortune and good fortune with the characters. Because, like,
Here's the thing about Qrow's that has always confused me. Because in the world of RWBY, every semblance has like a certain purpose, and there's no drawbacks on the user who has the semblance, only good things. With Qrow, however, there's a huge drawback that not only does he get misfortune, but he also spreads misfortune to everyone around him. So I always thought this was weird that he's the only character in the series who has drawbacks, but everyone else doesn't.
that's because misfortune and fortune are very fickle and all that. It's just like they don't make sense. They don't follow the rules.
It's like a passive error. It's like what I would say a passive area effect. So it's always on.
It's kind of like a thing you can't control, and it kind of sucks, honestly.
Imagine going through life just always feared for the ones around you.
That would be the worst thing. No wonder he kept drinking himself to death, basically. Because I would be depressed too if I knew all my loved ones were going to just be first around me.
But here's the thing. Since the end of Volume 6, he hasn't drunk once.
Probably because Clover.
Like, fixing his alcohol addiction.
It's just like,
Probably
yeah, I don't need to drink. And then literally it's just like, yeah, I haven't drunk since I basically came to Atlas. Like,
Yeah, I thought it was like kind of weird that he just gave her that, but I think Clover did it. Oh
I feel like part of that is Clover.
No.
Spread the Qrow, and you know what? It'd be crazy.
No, there are moments where Clover is not around and Qrow straight up refuses a glass of wine.
He wants to like be healthier for like Clover and RWBY's sake.
Well, Qrow did make a promise to RWBY a long time ago in like Volume 5. That'll try and get better.
So Volume 7, but you did it. Good job, bro.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it didn't.
If Qrow starts.
Like, how long is Volume 6? Like the timeline for Volume 6, actually. Like, it's like 2 weeks, possibly.
Yeah. 2 or 3 weeks.
That is pretty fast for someone to actually stop drinking, especially considering that it happened at the end of Volume 6. So it's literally like been at least like a few weeks since Qrow stopped drinking.
I mean, good for him.
But I feel like now that he has witnessed someone die, he will go back.
That's where it's going to be hard for him. If he goes back to the drinking, that's not good for his character.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Okay, here's the thing. Because for some reason they kept Robin Hill alive, and at the end scene in Volume 7, we saw Qrow and Robin together, and Robin was comforting him. Since Clover's now dead, I think Robin's going to be used as a substitute and possibly a love interest for Qrow in order for him to stop drinking and change into a better person.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
What?
I I don't think so.
It's like this one scene where Qrow and Robin Hill are like arrested, and they have like cuffs on, and then like.
Oh, I think I might have seen that.
Hang on, I'm gonna find the snapshot from the episode.
Okay.
But then, I don't know what I think about Qrow's outfit change. I don't know if I like or dislike it.
He went a bit cross-heavy. Like, cross-symbolism all over the place.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the background right now, and I'm like, how many crosses does this man need on him? Well, he was in Atlas. Remember what he was wearing before he went to Atlas?
Oh, yeah.
He
Very
would
much a
freeze.
slouch.
Yeah.
So much so that I made a joke about the fact that in Volume 6 when he was drinking and they were talking like about Qrow stopping drinking, where I just put Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's hilarious.
There was another joke that I did for when I was sitting Volume 6 when Blake and Yang were on Yang's bike. And it is a bit inappropriate, but it's like funny inappropriate. It's like, and the symbol was Bumblebee on Bumblebee. Can't really blame me for that one because Yang's bike is named Bumblebee, and the ship name of Blake and Yang is Bumblebee. Can't really blame me for making the joke, because the joke wrote itself.
The writers were like, let's throw in a joke that only some people get. There we go.
When I started sitting the volumes of RWBY, it was more like I was just doing it for fun and making jokes.
Oh yeah. No, I remember the scene.
Alright, found these.
No, I remember that
Oh
scene.
yeah, I think I saw that.
Bring him.
I don't remember seeing it though.
Yeah, I feel like. It's weird, but Robin Hill always reminds me of Rey from Star Wars for some reason.
I
Gives off that vibe.
I am gonna say, like, there's another character that got arrested after Watts. I would have rather see him die.
So you would have rather see Watts die?
Yes, I would rather see Watts die than keeping him alive and in prison.
Then we have the question: where's Tyrion? Where would Tyrion be right now?
Ran off somewhere.
Probably still in Atlas hiding.
Yeah, he's in Mantle, most likely. Because remember, Atlas is way up in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can't like really go anywhere. Well, unless like Salem sent like some sort of flying grim to go pick him up.
You know, like at the end of Volume 5, I think, where Sam was creating those Grimm, that's what they sent. That's what she sent to pick
like
him
an
up.
Uber service. It's like an Uber service. He texts her. He's like, "Yo, I need you to take me to this location."
But here's the problem with that ending of Volume 5. Like, we have not seen those Grimm yet. Is she literally just keeping them at the castle so that when RWBY shows up, it is literally Wizard of Oz?
Oh my god.
Probably.
Because I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to be going to Salem's castle.
Yeah.
I would love to see Salem's castle.
When I But
Wait.
when will we go to Vacuo?
We're probably gonna go to Vacuo first, and then possibly Beacon again, and then the ending is gonna be at Salem's Castle, because we have the land area now for a massive battle to take place between Team RWBY, the rest of Team Juniper, Oscar, Qrow, any other characters that end up joining them. Just all out battle between the
If I'm
Grim
gonna be honest, I thought we were.
and all the Team Witch and Salem.
If I'm gonna be honest, I thought we were gonna see more of Emerald and Mercury this season. We never actually saw them.
That's because they haven't been in it that much. Because their stories have basically ended at this point.
I really don't think.
Remember that theory a long time ago where it's... Remember that theory a long time ago? When it was...
What theory?
What theory?
Where... This was... I think it was after Cinder's death. Proposal death. Emerald was going to betray the Salem, or it was Mercury who was going to betray Salem. Because they were only there for Cinder.
I mean, it's not really unlikely for that to happen. I feel like more than Emerald would do it, but still.
But yeah. So in terms of like the semblances of good fortune and bad fortune, you can't really have that as like a... It can be something that happens to a person, but always happening to that same person is less likely. That is literally the only thing I can say about their semblances in terms of science.
I think they were meant to like balance each other out, you know, like the thing.
Yeah.
And then the rider... I feel like they're meant to balance themselves out. Then the riders thought, wait a minute, they could just stick together all the time. And Crow's semblance would basically be outweighed by... Both their semblance would be outweighed.
This could have been like so good for the team if like it was balanced.
I personally believe that, like, because Qrow has stopped drinking, he might possibly get more control of his own semblance somehow. Like, as it's more like a perception of oneself rather than anything else.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh.
Well, I remember when...
That was
remember
very
when
close
Qrow
for a
was-
moment there.
I forget if Qrow actually said this or not. But, like, he said he can control how powerful his misfortune is or not, isn't.
Yeah, he has somewhat control of it, but it's not like... It's more the fact that he's not drinking means he'll be able to use his brain a lot better as well.
I think his misfortune is like kind of powered by like his misery. So when Clover was in there, nothing really bad happened to them. But now that Clover's dead and Qrow might go back to drinking, I think it's going to be even more powerful than ever.
We'll just have to wait till Volume 8, won't we?
You know what else I thought, too?
What?
Because of RWBY becoming an official huntress, Qrow can, like, sit down for a while and relax. That's why he's not drinking. He's not worried about RWBY.
Kind of needs it, if I'm going to be honest. He's been through a lot.
He just needs that one swing.
That one swing, and now that Clover is dead, he's like, I feel like he's like, well, I can't take this anymore. I tried, and look where it got me.
It's just like, fucking hell. Anyway, we are actually coming up on an hour.
Dang.
How the hour goes fast when we talk about characters that built around fortune. And how unfortunate one of them is.
I mean, together, Clover and Qrow balance each other out perfectly, but apart, they're kind of useless, except for Clover in this state.
If they actually fought without Tyrion there, Clover would have won.
Yeah.
Actually, it surprised me in the end where, Tyrion and Qrow teamed up to fight Clover.
Yes, that is actually a really big surprise.
Well, Tyrion and...
That for a second?
Sure.
That is odd.
Well, we have to realize, Qrow and Tyrion wanted to do the rematch with Qrow again after their first time. So I'm pretty sure that's why they teamed up.
I just always thought it was, weird, because, this man who has killed several people, and who you were trying to take to prison, and he's like, hey, you know what, let's team up so we can, defeat your best friend. And Qrow just to me was like, screw it, let's do it.
But that team combo, though, those team combos, why was this done?
It was just really shocking for me.
Well, hey, we haven't got to the most useless semblance yet. Don't worry about that.
What is it? Is it Ren's semblance?
No. One that's even more useless.
I'm trying to think right now. Give me a second.
Well, useless against Grim, to be exact. And it came up in Volume 7 as well, so I feel like you should know it.
Is it by the team, like the main team, or the?
Is it like a Juniper person?
I'll give you a hint. It is a main character, but main character to the plot, not to the overall story.
It's John, isn't it?
Plot, not overall story.
It's not John and it's not Ren, so it's probably someone from...
It's a new character as well.
Oh, I was right. Okay, is it,
I forgot the names of them.
Well, don't worry about trying to guess it now. We're not going to be talking about that character yet. Not next week, but the week after, we're going to be talking about the other Aesops. And the bad puns that they make. And also their semblances. Anyways, I'm ending the podcast here. Links to my YouTube page and my Twitter page will be down below, along with a link to them if you guys go and check out. I don't really put them in the menu though. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next podcast comes out. I'm the Mad Scientist,